Y'all wanna see Captain America turn into a ballistic missile? Oh, nah, that was tough. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you're walking that off, big bro. Yeah. Alright, boom. So we begin this movie in my home country of Lagos, Nigeria, where the aunties be throwing them hands and the government be stealing your bands.
I'll defend it.
Plug. That's when we get introduced to... I just need a moment to just... Whew.
Big fella.
So it looks like the Avengers got tired of beating on poor people in the West. So they decide to go beat on poor Africans in the motherland. I just know this was Cap's idea. Probably got his shield all polished up and everything, ready to go beat up on some poor KSI people. You know how it be. It's not fair that my ancestors got to have all the fun now, is it? Nigga, what? That's when this chocolate-covered Incredible sends out his drone prowling the streets looking for his ops. Which is when he finds...
Max capacity reached.
What the hell is Rod Wave doing on this truck? You see, it turns out that they're after my boy Rumlow, who's up to some nefarious activities. After Cap violated him in the last movie by literally dropping a building on his head top, leaving this man looking like Brody caught a BBL to the face. Naturally, he's out for revenge, which isn't really surprising because this nigga looks terrible. Got this man out here looking like a Jenner. No, not Kylie, Caitlyn. What is wrong with your face?
Oh my god.
Whilst Rumlow is out here straight thugging, Cap is over here handling business. Bro booted this car so damn hard he had my guy looking like he's trying out that new Omni moving from Black Ops 6. I'm weak. He then dashes the shoulder of the next guy with so much force, even I felt that shit. Come on, Cap, can't you give these people a break?
I can't give a nigga one if they were two.
I swear, Cap always be doing the most at the start of these movies, because there was absolutely no reason for bro to hit the run into the drop kick. Had this nigga looking like he about to hop in the V. God damn. Brody probably got a family, kids. He's just trying to make ends meet, but now he's got to fight a super weapon that for some reason doesn't hold back against regular people. This nigga is out here hitting quick time events on their head tops. I can't breathe. Meanwhile, the rest of the Avengers are out here pulling out the most diabolical team combos I done ever seen. This bitch is literally cooking these niggas with her mind. What? How do you fight that? How? And my brothers and sisters in Christ, what Cap is up here doing in this building got me weak as hell. Because how is he going to bounce the shield off of multiple surfaces, demonstrating proficiency with Pythagoras theorem before slumping this nigga out? Had bro hitting that one Ethiopian dance from TikTok, just to then run him down and boot him in the chest. This nigga Cap is doing too much. Matter of fact, they're all doing too much because there was absolutely no need for Brody to call down a goddamn orbital V-strike on regular people. He was really just doing all of this because the Huz is watching. You are not slick. I know what kind of man you are, Sam Wilson. Oh shit. It looks like the Avengers pulled up. Did he say the Avengers? You see, it turns out that Rumlow was about to steal a biological weapon, prompting the Avengers to hit the race. With my snow bunny princess pulling up, dashing a motorcycle at their kneecaps.
Oh my god.
My nigga, did you just call her a snow bunny princess? My nigga, ain't no way you're not. She's out here putting the pulls all up and down these niggas. It's like someone pulled up and put up a sign that said free beats. Brody over here seeing all of this go down says F that and tries to escape. Nah, nigga. After hitting a mean renegade, Caitlyn Jenner pops up out of nowhere dragging her by the weave. Oh nah, what kind of disrespect? She then proceeds to dash her into this tank saying, "Pop goes the weasel." My nigga, is that a grenade? 2-foot boot to the face had me crying. Thankfully she escapes but is absolutely cooked, leaving only my boy Cap to run down Rumlow, which is kinda hard to do when bro is actively trying to blick you down with a tank. Oh nah, this nigga done put a switch on the tank. Had Cap out here fighting for his life. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's not looking good. Take this, I'm gonna go hold off the Avengers.
Is this nigga serious?
Cap then pulls up to the scene looking for...
Damn, he really about to...
Not gonna lie, that might be one of the coldest maneuvers I done never seen in one of these Marvel movies. Bro is out here saving the lives of my fellow Africans too? Damn Cap, you keep moving like this, I'ma have to move you up on my real nigga tier list. But after taking a surprise backshot, Romeo had my nigga on hands and knees groveling in the dirt. You hate to see it. He then follows this up with yet another diabolical eye punch that had my boy looking like he about to go crowd surfing or something. That's tough. But my boy Cap recovers with the quickness, hitting a weave, parry, weave. right hook. Golly, this nigga is tough. They then start boxing for real, with this demon backing out the blade, really trying to turn Cap into Zabuza. But Brody was wise to it, quickly breaking this nigga's arm and dismantling him just like that.
But now, just what are you going to do about the second one, Onoki?
Weave, block, whoopsie! With the way Cap was weaving these attacks, you would have thought bro was prime Mike Tyson. Furthermore, how hard do you have to hit a nigga to have them spinning in mid-air? Nah, Cap, you got it. Had this nigga hitting one of these. Tough ain't even the word. But before bro can apprehend this fiend, he decides to blow himself up, trying to send all of them to the blunt rotation up in the Holy Land. Before that can happen, Scarlet Witch comes in clutch, saving the day, and oh no.
Destruction follows everywhere the Avengers go.
Well, at least that's what not Harrison Ford was saying right after he got done showing the Avengers Anthony Mackie's nighttime activity. Turn that shit off. Ain't nobody trying to see two big lit bug-eyed baboons kissing. Cap, you can't say that. Ross then tells the Avengers that they've been wilding out a little bit too much, so now they gotta be reined in. They have to sign some accords or something in order to submit to the government, which Cap ain't having any of. If you think I'm finna submit to you after we just got done dealing with Hydra, you must think I'm restarted, my nigga. Who is your plug? Wait, hold on, Nick Fuentes. This might be a good idea, and I know what you're thinking. But Bean Boy, which side do you think is in the right? Shit. Whichever side has Black Widow on it, bruh. I'm a simple man. I will sign whatever you need me to sign, just as long as I get to do it next to this exquisite snow bunny right here.
Here you come with your snow bunny demon energy. I repute you and I reject you.
What can I say? I'm a Nyash warrior. Fast forwarding to the day the treaty was finna be signed, and everything is looking great. We got this African man looking downright dapper in this suit, over here trying to play in some snow. Boy, if you don't get, I almost did absolutely nothing, because that is the Black Panther, and I want absolutely no problems with you, T'Challa. But I'ma still talk my shit though under my breath. You got me messed up. Now everything is going great until is that man trying to sell NBA Youngboy mixtapes? Everybody get down! It was too late. The assassin had already blown the building to hell, smoking T'Challa's dad and making us bear witness to yet another tragic superhero origin story. But we finna come back to you soon, because we got to cut to Bucky, who is currently being framed for this brazen attack. The hell did I do? Leading to Cap confronting this man in his crib. Listen, Bucky, you know I hate the Kaisernet people just as much as the next guy, but you can't just go around booming niggas off the face of the planet. It's not a good look. Nigga, I was in here gooning to Ash Cash all day, just like the rest of us. Yes, all of us. I didn't really need to know that, but if that's true, we should probably get the hell out of here, because the feds are about to swarm this building faster than a black when it tries to leave your plantation.
Is this nigga serious?
Are you genuinely insane? And just like that, the police are swarming the building, which means Cap and Bucky get to play their favorite game, knock down niggas. I mean, speed running through hate crimes, with Bucky hitting the get over here, whilst Cap over here setting Bucky up for a devious button kick right to the diaphragm. That's when these niggas start going crazy, out here fighting like they're cartoon characters. Bro dead ass picked up Cap and threw him like he was a lethal weapon, before personally introducing this next nigga to the table. God damn, that dude finna be drinking out of a straw for at least 4 weeks. Bucky was not playing any games, because tell me why this man starts beating these hooligans with cement. What is going on over here? That nigga is cooked. Just peep how far he traveled. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. That's when Bucky gets in his daredevil bag and just starts beating these niggas all up and down the stair wall, lifting up this battering ram and hitting the meanest.
Oh, great heavens!
I genuinely feel bad for these people. They're really just out here trying to do their jobs. Now this nigga is eating a battering ram to the kneecap, thrown by a super soldier. He then turned the next nigga into a world-class goalkeeper whilst caving this man's chest inside out. Please God, if you're listening, send help. They are killing us.
Give me that shit, nigga.
God can't save you. Cap finally gets in on the action and shows that he is not one to back down from a fade. During this one, dude, wait, is this nigga in missionary? Oh man, Cap, what are we doing? I especially feel sorry for the next dude because bro was just trying to mind his business before Bucky came swinging down like he's Spider-Man with a 2-foot dropkick to the chest for his troubles. The next brother was also cooked. I'm sorry, but Bucky, you have no business hitting a head slam into a knee to the temple just to then follow it up with yet another head slam. My nigga, do you see that crater on the wall? Bro was already cooked after the first slam. Regardless, Bucky finally makes it out the building and he thinks that he's home free. But wait, why do I hear bus music playing? Oh, yes. We finally get the introduction of the Black Panther. You just know bro had to snap a pic for the gram one time for the one time. Because when you look this clean, the whole world's got to see the fit. Bucky then learns real quick that farming low-level fodders isn't enough to prepare him for this demon as he eats a kick to the chest. Yeah, you feel that, Buck? That's the feeling of your lungs slowly making their way out your ass. But you be fine, my nigga, just walk it off. Bucky tries fighting back, but T'Challa is too clean with it. Bro is out here straight styling on the nigga with the knee to the chin that had this nigga hitting the you. And with that look on Bucky's face, I think bro is finally realizing where he lies on the pecking order.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Yeah, man, we might have to just hold hands and pray for Bucky because at this point,
it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good.
What in the name of is going on down there? Bucky is legitimately fighting for his life and he would have gotten absolutely smoked right there and then if the military didn't intervene. Are the bullets bouncing off my nigga's fit? Oh nah, T'Challa, just take me. Hey yo! The amount of Black Panther glaze you're about to hear in this video alone, I'm not gonna lie, even DJ Academics would be disgusted. Just wait till I get to the Black Panther movie, y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Bucky's like and starts running for his life with T'Challa and Steve hot on his trail. Now this scene always gets me mad deep because you cannot tell me watching these hooligans running and outspeeding moving cars isn't clean AF. They was running so damn fast you would have thought they found themselves at a Dave Blunt's concert. But all of that running comes to an end real fast when they get completely surrounded by the feds.
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
With War Machine pulling up thinking he's him.
Who's this nigga?
Acting like the three of them wouldn't tear into this bold Malteser faster than a hungry Lizzo after her first meal of the day. Regardless, they all get captured, leading us to the next scene. You're probably wondering who I am. No, not really. Well, I'm here to put you on game. Hanging with my cousins, reading dirty magazines. We see two niggas kissing, we didn't know what that shit means. Stop! So we start reenacting everything that we had seen. No! That's when I gave my cousin's head. Gave my cousin head. Gave my cousin head. I gave my cousin head. And just like that, the winter crash out has appeared. Now don't get too familiar now, because this might be the last time we ever see the winter retirement plan have any semblance of aura. After this, it all goes downhill from here.
You're here breathing heavy like a dog!
Regardless, Bucky escapes, leaving a trail of buddies in his wake. Sam is just walking around thinking everything is sweet right before. Oh shit, nigga, weave! Okay, Sam, it's good to see that you still on your toes. But that isn't enough, because Bucky proceeds to gut check this nigga, then grabs him like he was his son. Nah, forget that. Bro looks like he's about to whisper something sweet in Sam's ear, then proceeds to launch him across the room. Got Brody arching his back in mid-air. I'm weak. That's when Steve and Bucky start running the ones, and I swear, whenever these two start throwing their hands, it's like God himself choreographed the entire scene, because why is it so peak? Regardless, it ends rather abruptly with Bucky dumping Steve into an elevator shaft. Now because Steve couldn't get the job done, it's all up to my goat Tony Never Duck a Fade start to set things right. And when I say he never ducks a fade, I really mean it. Because you can see Bucky clearly absolutely just violating these poor jobbers in the background, literally beating them within an inch of their lives. And yet Tony still decides to run the ones in his suit nonetheless. And no, I'm not talking about the Mark III, I'm talking about Givenchy. Bro is really going to war armed with nothing but his hand blaster and prayer. He hits him with the then runs in and starts running the ones, parrying Bucky's attacks, trying not to get. Damn, he really just tried to send me to God. Oh hey, I did something. He didn't have to punch me in the dick. That's when we get a little bit of Snow Bunny action with Black Widow and who? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, just bag up the fries, bro. If it was anybody else, I'll be rooting for them, but this is the winter crash out we are talking about. That's tough. We got Black Widow over here trying to hit this nigga with the 619 like, bitch, did you not learn your lesson from the last movie? You are not Rey Mysterio. You stupid bitch. Damn, the body slam was bad enough, but why he gotta start choking Shorty out like a bad bee? Honestly, if it wasn't for the African assailant coming in clutch, Natasha would have been put on a t-shirt right there and then. T'Challa then starts hitting this menace with some high kicks followed by a step back. Ooh, into the ice. Yeah, this ain't gonna be like before, my Wakanda Prince. You are not dealing with the average super soldier anymore. You are
dealing with the matter of legend.
But T'Challa doesn't give a single fuck. He sees Bucky skedaddling away and hauls ass, hitting a leap that will make even prime LeBron blush. All of this just to continue running the fade. They go tumbling and bumbling down the stairs, ending with T'Challa hitting a sweeping leg kick that turned this nigga into a poster.
Give that guy a map.
But by the time T'Challa went to see where Bucky landed, Bucky had vanished. We then cut to later in the movie where we find out that this entire time Bucky was innocent. Who would have thought? Apparently grown-up George from Stuart Little was the one pulling the strings behind the scenes this entire time. And he is not done. Because now he's after a couple Russian super soldiers left frozen in Siberia or some shit in order to help him take over the world? I don't know. What I do know is that Cap is trying to put an end to all of this. But considering the fact that he is currently working with a wanted criminal, Tony just cannot let that slide. Which is what leads us to that infamous airport scene.
You are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge.
On one side, we got Forehead Shine, the Thanos butt destroyer. Bro, why are you even here? And I wonder. Nick Fuentes and the winter retirement plan. And on the other side, we got the bald Malteser, a sex robot. I'm just a dumb redhead. The GOAT of the MCU and all squaring off ready to run the fade. And just like that, everything starts kicking off. And immediately, I'm already seeing niggas getting violated. Because why did Natasha have to do bro like this? And what makes this worse is that Ant-Man was 100% trying to hit on Natasha a bit earlier in this scene.
Come on, please.
Like somebody get that man some water, that butter is thirsty. That's why he got hit in the... Gotta watch out for that Snow Bunny hypnosis. And they say the worst you can say is no. Then we got Iron Man over here trying to dunk on Steve's head top but gets parried with efficiency. They start running the ones, but low-key, Iron Man is getting his shit rocked. Come on, Tony, lock in. You're giving us Iron Man stands a bad name. Like even Wanda was pressing you earlier. Throwing cards on this man's head top had my nigga out here looking like the Pink Panther. Now we got T'Challa and he's over here still trying to run the ISO with Bucky. But low-key, Bucky getting the upper hand a little bit. Peep the wind up. Keep the form. He hit that nigga with the tiger uppercut. You win. And with the way Brody was screaming, I just know that punch was fueled by nothing but venom and racism. Hawkeye and Widow are over here running a little ISO, with Widow flipping this nigga onto his ass, getting ready to take this man's head up with a devious sidekick. But she gets stopped in her tracks by Wanda over here banging some judge. She then dashes her away like she was a used cum rag.
That's tough. My guy.
The cameraman couldn't stand seeing Natasha get done like this, so we then cut back to T'Challa and Bucky, and they're over here choking each other out. Oh nah, what kind of freaky shit are these niggas into? But T'Challa reverses it, and he hits a spinning 2-foot drop kick that sent Bucky flying. Got bro over here looking like he about to compete in that NBA dunk contest. But before T'Challa can start smoking on that Bucky pack, Wanda again comes in clutch, saving this man's life, sending T'Challa flying. Damn, Wanda, she really out here pulling off game-saving plays, becoming the MVP of this entire sequence. We then got Spidey and Steve over here running the ones, and I'm not gonna lie, Spidey is getting folded, which you hate to see because bro was having a generational run, going up against Bucky and Sam a bit earlier. Like, how you two boneheads gonna get pressed by a child? Catching Bucky's punch like it's nothing. How he do that? I don't know, nigga, you tell me. Then almost decapitating the nigga in the very next sequence. If Bucky didn't weave that shit quickly, bro would have been playing chess with Harambe up in the Holy Land. Spidey was on straight demon timing. Had these niggas laid out and webbed up in like 5 minutes flat. Is this web stuff coming out of you? That white stuff? Yeah, those are not webs, my boy.
Is this nigga serious?
Regardless, Steve got my boy laid out, hitting a devious, and I mean devious, spinning drop kick. What is bro reaching for? He had to remind niggas whose movie this is. Now, even though Cap's side's been taking small dubs here and then, they realize that the real fight is still in Siberia, which they obviously can't get to because Tony's team is keeping them locked in place. What they need is a distraction, to which Ant-Man is like, say less. Transforming into Victor Wembanyama, grabbing Rhodey like a nah. The disrespect is crazy. Look at this nigga's eyes, bro is absolutely geeked out. Whilst the rest of Tony's squad tries to deal with Wemby, Cap and Buck try the great escape, which is when Vision finally pulls up like, bro, where have you been this entire time? This nigga should low-key be soloing the entire squad. Really, bro can turn intangible and literally has the Mind Stone in his forehead. God damn, that hairline is crazy. Regardless, Vision sees them escaping and tries to stop them in their tracks. He literally drops a building on their head tops. I swear, the Avengers really be destroying everything they touch. But yet again, Wanda comes in clutch, catching the debris with her voodoo magic, giving Steve and Buck just enough time to escape. But Steve and Buck aren't home free just yet because Black Widow... If you don't move, man, there is no way Shorty thinks she can take on 2 super soldiers at the same time. Like, you're nice, but you're not that nice. So Natasha ups the wrist blicky and starts making that thing twerk. Except her target isn't Steve or Bucky. Nah, it was T'Challa the entire time. Shorty over here switching sides. Whole time she was fake. I knew it. She over here tasing the Wakandan warrior, buying Steve and Bucky just enough time to escape. That's when we get to the end of the movie. With Steve and Bucky pulling up to Siberia ready for the smoke. They were expecting to get jumped by a gang of super soldiers, but are instead met with nothing. In fact, it's worse than nothing, because the super soldiers they came here for are already packed up. Zemo's over here like, bruh, y'all super freaks smoked my entire family. You really think I wanted more of you? Not gonna lie, he makes a fair point. That's when Tony pulls up to the scene after figuring out what was really going on, and he comes in to send aid, which was Zemo's true plan all along. You see, something starts playing on the screen, and no, it's not Kim K's tape, you freaks! It is something far much worse. The night that Tony Stark's parents died. Except they didn't just die, nah, they were smoked by the man standing right next to him. Yeah, not gonna lie, that's a bit of a sticky one still. Steve over here trying to explain like, Tony, it's not what you think. But Tony isn't having any of it. This metal-handed bastard smoked his mum. I would be pissed too. Not to mention that Bucky might be the worst secret assassin in history. Because how did they catch you in 4K? Naturally, Tony crashes out immediately, my nigga, it's up. He goes straight for Bucky, grabbing him by the throat and launching him across the room. But Bucky must have a guardian angel or something watching his back, because bro gets saved yet again. With Steve launching a shield at Tony, now Tony gotta run the 2-on-1 with 2 super soldiers. But like I said before, Tony Stark never ducks a fade, so he starts violating these niggas, knocking Cap on his ass and sending Bucky flying into this wall. And you know Tony isn't playing any games, because Brody pulled out a damn missile ready to blow this man to hell. Luckily, Bucky's able to divert the blast in the last second, which leads to everything crumbling down, and Steve just looks at Bucky like, my nigga, why are you still here? Get the hell out of here. But it's not gonna be that easy with Tony hot on their trail. Bro catches up with him expeditiously, then boots him in the chest, sending Bucky crashing back down. Just when Tony was about to smoke that Bucky pack, Cap comes in clutch yet again, hitting her, sending Tony flying. He then jumps down and lynches the nigga, dragging him all the way back to the ground. So now Tony and Steve are getting ready to run that ISO. And I'm not gonna lie, I really do get where Steve is coming from. We all know Bucky was brainwashed. He didn't mean to smoke Tony's parents. But at the same time, bro killed his mom. And my nigga, you just cannot let that slide. I wouldn't, which is why I love Tony Stark so much, because bro is just like me. Regardless, they start going back and forth, word for word, bar for bar, slugging it out with Tony eventually getting the upper hand, pounding this nigga Steve into cement. But these super soldiers built just like the cast of JJK, meaning they do not run the ones. With Bucky coming down from the top rope, slamming Tony from behind. And then they just start going to work. Weave, Spartan kick, right hook, shoot jab kick. My nigga, look at the wind up. They did not need to go this hard to beat up on the orphan. He bounced the shield off of Tony's head into Bucky's hand, for Bucky to then slam that shield into his gut. They out here hitting brawlhalla combos, my guy. Passing the shield back and forth, taking turns slamming Tony into the pavement. But Tony had enough of this shit. He boomed Steve backwards just to then start beating the absolute dog out of Bucky. Bucky had no choice but to ram this nigga into the wall. He then starts trying to rip out his arc reactor, which was a bad move, because that thing goes boom, blamming off Bucky's arm. Got my boy looking at where his arm used to be in absolute disbelief. No more gooning for you. Tony then lays him out on the pavement like a nigga's back to school fit. But before he could finish the job, Steve comes charging Tony down, creating one of the most iconic frames in MCU history. This shit is peak, and we are not done. Because I'm not gonna lie, Steve starts beating the shit out of Tony. Got this man praying to God. Friday, how bad's it looking? Oga, I'm not going to lie to you. You are fine. The first person POV even makes it look crazier. Like, is this what the average goon sees when they go up against the Cap? That's Cap! But Tony isn't down for the count, as he has Friday analyze Steve's whipping patterns and is able to stop Steve in his tracks just like that. Now it's my turn, nigga. Boom Steve backwards, then launches himself across the room, hitting a nasty elbow that got Brody looking up to God.
No, nigga, you are on your own.
Tony is working this nigga. That's why he's MVP. That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT. Because 2-on-1 against super soldiers and he's up? Nah, y'all cannot talk to me about Tony no more after this. He is him. Yes, nigga, bow down to my feet. And he just starts going crazy with the ice. Got my guy looking like he's taking the meanest back shots just to grab him by the scuff of the neck, like he was his seed, and launch him across the room. Stay down, bitch nigga. You don't want this smoke. I could do this all day. But before Tony can put Cap to sleep once and for all, this rat comes out of nowhere, tickling Tony's foot, distracting the boy, giving Cap just enough time to launch a counter offense, hitting Tony with the Conquest special, slamming my guy into the pavement, and he just starts going off. With the way Cap lifted the shield right here, I thought he was really about to smoke Tony right there and then. But nah, he goes for the arc reactor, powering Tony's suit down and finally giving him and Bucky the opportunity they needed to escape, bringing this movie to an end.
See, we do what they never do, wonder why they hate. Show them love when I'm on the stage, girl just show them breasts. Don't want hugs, wanna see you dance, then just bust a square, give the unks, yeah she fell in love. Just another black boy story, parent issues, drugs and mischief, that's what kids do.